everyone, it's Susie. I wanted to show you the Chinese diesel heater that I am installing. I'm going to do an unbox, show you all the pieces. There's lots of videos out here on them. I'm not going to open up every little piece because some of the pieces I don't even recommend you using. Some clips, you need to get some really nice ones. And this is the first Chinese heater that I have ever installed in my van. I am no expert, I am learning, and let me tell you, it has been a process. Come along with the journey and learn with me on the do's and don'ts of this Chinese diesel heater installation. There will be a part 1 and part 2 video just because I have had some doozies with heater. I do recommend getting a diesel heater because now that it's installed, I love the. Stay tuned for the problem. Here's what comes in the manual, pretty simple manual. Packing list, the tank, it does have a little weep hole, and then in the tank, it has this little bolt that you can stick in the tank, then the line on that side, some mounting screws, washers, nuts. Put that back in there. We know that that's what goes there. And all the duct, more heat duct, the exhaust pipe, the air filter, pull plate or the mounting plate, the muffler, nuts and bolts, the screen, fuel line, mounting stuff, zip ties, fuel filter, straps, some more nuts and bolts and washers, screws, all kinds of fun stuff. And then the fuel pump itself, and put all that in the box. And the most important thing right there, the diesel heater with the little component. We will be installing this, and this is the manual, and I've read a few things about it. I need to read more. It does give a diagram of how to install the stuff. It's really a small manual. It's just literally 2 pages, this one and this one. There are a lot of YouTube videos on how people have installed this and different things that they have done to make this fuel pump. I hear it's really loud in most videos. This is what they're about. And some of them actually install this backward. They do have an arrow of which way the fuel needs to go. I'm hoping this one is not as noisy as the other, but I understand the mix of it. It is just lubricated by the diesel fuel. My van is a gas engine, and this is a diesel heater. We will not be attaching it to the tank. We will be adding either this tank or a different tank, yet I don't know which. When all said and done, you know just as much as I do. Here's the Chinese diesel heater, and because numerous videos talk about how loud this thing is, and with mechanical background, I understand why it's loud. We are building a metal box. We're going to put this side right here, bolted to the ground. We're going to put a lid. I'll show you that in a minute. We're going to put this in like that, and then have this come through here. Then this fuel line, which I'm too happy with that. We are going to double line it with this. We're going to feed this inside of here because it's going to be inside the van. There's the Chinese diesel heater that we're going to install, and it's going to sit like this in the van, and then the fuel pump and fuel filter will be in there. The fresh air intake and the exhaust will be there. Then where that square is, where the fuel pump will be mounted, and then the fuel filter, and then we're gonna make hole roughly where that black dot is. Then there's the old plug. We plan on insulating this box. We'll stick out a little bit and be off the wall so the vibration won't go through it. Then this will be mounted somewhere around here. All this will be insulated. Not really so much to protect it from the elements. It's more sound deadening, trying to make that tick-tick sound quieter for when we're sleeping at night. It's gonna go roughly right around this area. We're gonna pull all this back, cut the carpet, install it. Got the 2 holes drilled. These slats are because different. See how they're dentated on the van? These are where the exhaust and the intake is gonna, and then we've got the box that's gonna lay here, and then here's for the fuel pump, and then there's for the heater itself. I've already installed that. My little dryer box knocked over. Again, a dollar store thing right there. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if this thing will kick on. We just turned it on. It sounds like a rocket coming. Oh, there we go. Something happened. And we got an error. There's that loud clack. It's definitely loud. Okay, we have installed it, and as you can see, we have got everything connected. And in last clip, you noticed that there was an error code. Well, it was just because it wasn't priming. The fuel had to get from back there. Right here is the fuel line. It goes all the way back, and it is double fuel lined. The white fuel line is inside of this. Then it goes all the way back there. We did change the tank out. This is our tank, and it's not project, still work in progress. The fuel tank is there, and then this comes down here, then this up, and then the fuel line comes in, and then in here is kind of a mess because this thing is too loud. We have tried to do some fixing of the loud pump. You can see earlier in the video when it was pumping, it is very loud. To quiet it down, we have noise reduction or sound deadening mat. We put, this is rock wall, and then we put this on it, and then wrapped the fuel pump in that. It has made a difference. Not perfect yet, but we're getting there.
Here in these two boxes, right over here and here, are going to be a video that is related to this video, and the other one is the one that YouTube thinks you should watch. So click into that now.